It always seems impossible until it's done. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger, then people will appreciate your leadership. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I should tie myself to no particular system of society other than socialism. Non-violence is a good policy when the conditions permit. There are so many men and women who hold no distinctive positions, but whose contribution towards the development of society has been enormous. I will not leave South Africa, nor will I surrender. Only through hardship, sacrifice, and militant action can freedom be won. The struggle is my life. I will continue fighting for freedom until the end of my days. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. People respond in accordance to how you relate to them. If you approach them on the basis of violence, that's how they will react. But if you say, we want peace, we want stability, we can then do a lot of things that will contribute towards the progress of our society. Let freedom reign. The sun never set on so glorious a human achievement. Any man or institution that tries to rob me of my dignity will lose. By ancestry, I was born to rule. Without education, your children can never really meet the challenges they will face. So it's very important to give children education and explain that they should play a role for their country. Nelson Mandela was an icon of modern South Africa, a Nobel Peace Prize winner and one of the most respected world leaders of the 20th century. Like a diamond, he was truly one of a kind and his smile sparkled like no other. He also has an international day named in his honor, Nelson Mandela Day, which is celebrated every year on 18th July as a call to action for individuals to help change the world into a better place. In celebration of this remarkable man and legend, here are some new facts. He was given the name Nelson by his primary school teacher when he was 7 years old. It was the 1920s and African children were given English names so that colonial masters could pronounce them easily. After going underground because of his ANC activities, Mandela's ability to evade the security services earned him the nickname the Black Pimpernel. This was after his novel, The Scarlet Pimpernel, about a hero with a secret identity. In later years, Mandela also became known by his clan name Mabida. Mandela loved sports and believed that it has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language they understand. Sport can create a hope where once there was only despair. It is more powerful than government in breaking down racial barriers. Mandela had 6 children, 4 girls and 2 boys. A daughter and 2 sons passed away. His surviving children are Pumla Makazik, Zenani, and Zindzitswa. Once he has finished with his presidency, Mandela became an advocate in support of people suffering from AIDS, the deadly disease that took the life of his son Magatho and affects more people in South Africa than any other country in the world. Nelson Mandela married 3 times. His last marriage was at the age of 80 to Graça Machel, who was formerly married to Mozambique President Samora Machel. Her marriage to Mandela after her husband's death means she has been the first lady of 2 nations. Although he has been wined and dined with some of the world's finest cuisines, what Mandela enjoyed eating most was tripe, the lining of farm animals. Nelson Mandela spent nearly 27 years of his life in jail. He spent 18 years of imprisonment on Robben Island, during which he was allowed to meet his wife once every 6 months. Today, there are Robben Island tours to see Mandela's jail cell. Nelson Mandela and F.W. de Klerk were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace in 1993 for their work for the peaceful termination of the apartheid regime and for laying the foundations for a new democratic South Africa. Hundreds of streets have been named after Nelson Mandela. He also had a nuclear particle, the Mandela particle, a prehistoric woodpecker, and an orchid named after him.